Hey everyone, this is going to be a reading for the Aries new moon. I'm just starting with some Palo Santo to clear the energy and also raise the vibration. So, I actually started this channel 2 years ago on the Aries solar eclipse new moon. So, I bring that up because I feel like this energy of the new moon in Aries is a great time to start a new chapter, especially with all the other planets in Aries right now. Taking inspired action will be very beneficial for you, or for anyone really. I would say when I started my channel 2 years ago, it hasn't really turned into anything crazy, but it's been good in a way that it's helped me kind of step out of my comfort zone and just get more comfortable being open and honest with people, just direct and just putting myself out there. You could probably see a difference from just my most recent videos versus my first couple. So yeah, and then for the video, or for the thumbnail of this video, the picture is actually, I was at my brother's yesterday and I tried taking a picture of my oil mileage on my car because it was 4888. But when I took the picture, I didn't realize it didn't save it properly, so it was just whited out. So I feel like that's kind of like a message in a way, and that there's some kind of hidden potential. Because if you look at, 888 alone is a very abundant, auspicious number to get, but with a 4 in front of it, if you add it all together, it equals 28, which is the number of abundance. And that also breaks down to a 1, which is all about beginnings. So Aries is the first zodiac sign, which is all about starting new and beginnings. So I just feel like it's kind of a sign that you have a new beginning that can manifest, and the potential is there. It's just being hidden for one reason or another. So I kind of wanted to just kind of do random questions with this reading and not necessarily have a structure to it, but I was wondering what is hiding your potential at this moment? Or what is hiding that potential of whatever you want to manifest? Alright, so we got a few things coming up. So I feel like got the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, but then you're speeding towards defensiveness, and maybe there's some kind of truth behind this wish fulfillment that you're not seeing currently, and you need to get to the bottom of that. And then I just wanted to ask, what would be a good idea for you to start at this time, if you're looking for clarification or clarity around what you should start. Because if you're anything like me, there's a million ideas. So I think it's important to kind of just pick one and go for it. But let's see if Spirit can give us some kind of direction. So I feel like working with others is going to be important. There could be a Scorpio in your life that could be beneficial to work with. And then just managing your money very well. Being kind of motherly towards your money, just being really frugal and saving it and nurturing it could be part of this new beginning. So I also feel like it could be something that feels adventurous or almost daring, which Uranus going into Gemini is going to be all about stepping outside of the box, being different. So that's going to be a theme for the next 7 years, so it's going to be important. So you could be tapping into that as well, and you could stand to benefit monetarily from this energy or from this concept or idea. So with Aries, new moons is a really good time to manifest love. Aries is very passionate and fiery. It's probably the most passionate and fiery of the fire signs. So it's a good time to manifest love if that's what you're looking for. So I wanted to ask, if you're looking for new love, what would be a good thing for you to focus on if you're looking for a new love, or how could you manifest this new love? Alright, so we got a Queen again. So I feel like just nurturing your relationships and just being really focused on them. Kind of like think about how you would want your ideal relationships or your ideal relationship to be, and then just kind of go towards that with like that Fool type energy, and not be afraid of being rejected, or just like knowing that you can find what you're looking for, if that makes sense. And then I wanted to ask, if you are in a relationship currently, how can you help the relationship or manifest more love within the relationship? So we got public recognition. Maybe the first thing that comes to mind is like posting something on Facebook or something like that of you guys. Maybe like maybe just doing like a homage to your significant other, even if it's not like your anniversary. Just maybe making a post about how they make you feel and how grateful you are to be with them. That could be a good idea. And then, so if you look at the date for today, it's April 17th, 2026. This is probably a weird habit of mine, and you could probably skip past this if you don't really care. And you're not as like weird about numbers as I am, but if you look at the date, the daily energy is 17, which is the star, which is hope. And then the monthly energy is 4, April, which is the Emperor. So I feel like it's saying that there's hope going forward if you step into your Emperor energy. And with the year being 2026, that's a 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. That suggests that there could be a positive change, or just a change in your fortune if you step into your Emperor energy, and that there's hope going forward. So that would imply that it would be a positive change. And then put all the cards back in here. Alright, so what bold action can you take right now? If you're considering taking action or starting something new, a new chapter, what specific action can you take right now that would be beneficial? So the public recognition thing popped up for a second, so which is the Six of Wands. So we got Death card. So this can be releasing something new, transforming something. This could be ending something like a bad habit, a bad addiction. something around transformation. So I'm going to ask for clarification on what this transformation is and how it would be a bold action. I feel like quitting an addiction, usually I think of the devil when I think of that, but that can be death because it's transformation. So that could seem bold, like if you were, like all your friends are using, which is often the case when you're in addiction, it can almost feel bold to just suddenly quit everything, regardless of the reasons. Everyone might be like, well, what the heck? That doesn't make sense. Like, that's not like him. Like, why is he doing that? Or whatever, you know? But what is this transformation around? So, feeling defeated. I feel like letting go of feeling defeated. I feel like you currently feel defeated for one reason or another. And maybe getting to the bottom of why that is and then just letting it go would be the bold action. So I hope that resonates with someone. So the last thing I was going to bring up was how important it is right now to challenge limiting beliefs. Aries energy is very good for starting new things, but oftentimes we can be held back by our limiting beliefs, which I was actually trying to record this a few hours ago and almost like gave up on it. And then just came back to it and hit record and just started going, even though it was a little not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is like the best thing about Aries energy. It's all about just doing it and figuring it out later, you know? It's all about just taking that inspired action, because that will kind of help build the momentum. So what is a limiting belief that you could challenge at this time? So I got the 5 of Cups and a few cards under it, but the first thing that came to mind was letting grief hold you back or make you feel stuck, or like you have to feel this grief, or you're not allowed to have good things because of this grief. Maybe it's something you feel you did wrong, and that's especially making it difficult to move on from this. I know I've dealt with that before in the past, so I think that could resonate. So yeah, I would say by letting go of this idea that you need to be like stuck in this like stuck place of grief and sadness and despair, and you have the right to move forward towards love, which is what the Knight of Cups is doing. He's making slow, steady progress towards his love. And then you also have the right to step into your witch-like power, your ability to manifest. You have every right to step into your own power. And then you have the right to live in a childlike state and like be joyful and playful again. You don't always have to be so serious. Maybe you work in a field or something that's like a very serious thing, like law or whatever it is, and you just, the idea is just that you don't need to be so serious all the time. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Take care.